make yourself happy. So before we dive in, as always, it's the homie Mike Poglese, co-founder of Automated Coaching Engine, where we partner with expert coaches, help them stack more cash without sacrificing more of their time. And so like I said, man, you control your own happiness. You control your own emotions. You control how you feel. You control you. And so if you guys follow me on Instagram, the other platforms out there, and have been following me for some time now, you will notice that I often talk about it's me versus me, it's you versus you. We're only in a competition with ourselves. Like, there's nobody out here that is influencing us other than ourselves. Now, surely we can allow external events, external people, external situations influence, our day-to-day emotions, our lifestyles, things like that. But like I said, we cannot allow that to happen. If you don't allow that to happen, then guess what? You're in control. That's ultimately, to me, what we're trying to achieve here is the level-headed capacity to be able to control ourselves, to be able to control our emotions, to be able to control our own circumstances, our own situations in life. Because at the end of the day, it's us that is taking the actions. It's us, as in yourself, myself, that is the person that's actually feeling the certain way or getting triggered, based on certain things or whatever the case might be. So if you're somebody that is being triggered by external events or allowing other people's emotions to come into your own space and dictate your own emotions, you need to fucking stop that shit right now. You need to stop that. You need to figure out a way that you can keep yourself in a level-headed mindset going through external situations to ultimately control how you feel. It's okay to feel mad, sad, upset. It's okay to be triggered by situations and events, but it's ultimately how we carry that energy forward. Are we gonna allow something that somebody said to us to trigger us and in return fuck up our mental energy for every other conversation we have that day, even though only one person triggered us? It wasn't the 15 other people that we talked to for the rest of the day. So you control you. If that one person comes at you wrong and feel some type of way about it, sit in it for a second, figure out something that you can do to regroup yourself and move on. Don't let that shit sit inside of your head to where it's gonna fuck up your own happiness for the remainder of the day. I oftentimes interact with people where it's like, so-and-so did this to me and because of that I did this, and so-and-so did this and I did this, and so-and-so said this and because of that I fucking punched him in the face. Whatever the case might be. With that said, that's exactly what I'm talking about, is so-and-so doesn't control you. Sure, so-and-so can influence you, but only if you allow so-and-so to influence you. But at the end of the day, like I said, so-and-so doesn't control you. These external events don't control you. It's ultimately like how you take it, how you handle those situations, and how you, at the end of the day, come through the back end of the outcome. So if we think about this, just based on anything that happens in our life, we have really two options to take. We can consume all of the energy or all of the situation into ourselves and let it dictate the rest of our day, or we can consume it, we can process it mentally, which, like I said, is okay. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to feel negative. It's okay to be pissed off about certain things. We're all fucking human. In fact, I do this a lot myself. I get pissed about situations all the time. Things will trigger me, but the conscious decision to not let these events affect the rest of my day is what's key here. And that's the same thing that I'm trying to translate to you guys is, like I said, it's totally human. It's totally normal to allow situations to piss you off, or to allow somebody to piss you off, or be pissed off about politics or whatever the case might be. It's all normal. It's all human. At the end of the day, we all have emotions, but we can control those emotions. Now, I'm not saying that the next time somebody flips you off when you're going down the road, you're not going to be pissed about that. Sure, that might trigger you, but it's how you handle that. Instead of flipping them back off, just wave at them. Hey, yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the comment, or thanks for the nice gesture this morning, on my way to work. Thanks, buddy. But on the flip side, we have the other side of things where you flip them back off and then, you're in a road rage incident, you fucking get in a car accident, or maybe he pulls a gun out on you. There's so many negative things that can come if you let these outside emotions or these outside events trigger how you respond. And like I said, I'm definitely not somebody that's fucking perfect. A lot of these topics that I talk about on my YouTube channel are ultimately realizations that I had for myself on how I need to handle myself towards events, emotions, things like that. Like the people that know me know through the last 5-10 years, I've drastically shifted my mindset towards a lot of things. I often talk about, like, deep down, I think that I'm actually a really negative person, but it's through positive actions that I'm able to shift that mentality. So a lot of times, you know, like I'll be in situations where I'm like, fuck this, you know, like, or fuck that person, or screw that, you know, like I'm just gonna exit them out of my life. But like I said, that's me allowing situations or events to control my emotions about those situations or events. And what I'm ultimately trying to convey here is that we're in control of how we react. Like I said, the next time somebody does something that might trigger you a little bit, or you see something on the news, figure out how you can create a level-headed space. Maybe you need to journal. Maybe you need to meditate for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Maybe you need to pull on some positive frequencies on your fucking TV or Spotify or something for 5-10 minutes. Figure out what tools you can put inside of your tool belt to ultimately get you into a mindset to where these situations aren't going to create worse situations. And like I said, I've done this numerous times. People have pissed me off. I've punched them in their face. I blew their teeth out. One time I got sued for like $4,000 because of dental bills and stuff, like reconstruction surgery. It was this exactly what I'm talking about. This guy pissed me off. I let it fucking overtake me, and I handled it how I thought was the best way to handle it at that time. Obviously, I've learned from those lessons now, and now I know the best thing that I can do for me in those situations, if somebody pisses me off, I can walk away. I can go for a walk. I can go ride my bike around the island. I can read my book. I can listen to some music, some positive music. I can call my mom. You know, there's a lot of things that I can do rather than punching that guy. You know, like that's the worst thing you can do. I guess that's like kind of my point here is like we ultimately have the decision. Do we want to take this route or this route? Does this route lead to a better outcome than this route? If so, then take this route every single time. That's where I'm getting at ultimately here is we're in control of everything that happens in our lives. Obviously, there's things that happen outside of our control that might affect our lives, but how we emotionally react to those things is what we're completely in control of. We own our mind. We own our headspace. So fucking act like you own it. You know, control that thing. When you get behind the wheel in your car, you turn the blinkers on, you turn the windshield wipers on, you put the thing in fucking drive. Sometimes if you're feeling real good, you put it in sport mode and you got the manual and you're like, you know, you're feeling good. But you're controlling that vehicle. If you crash it, you're at fault. If you hit somebody, you're at fault. It's not the car. It's not the fucking vehicle that is at fault. It's you. So think about that when it comes to your mind. You're in control of this vehicle. You're in control of your mind. And if you allow it to go negative and transpire into other events, that's your fault. It's not, oh, you know, that person triggered me or this happened or this happened. No, you ultimately made the decision to allow those events to fuck you up. And like that's what I'm getting at here is you are in control of you. So stop putting your actions onto other people or your negative events or emotions, whatever the fuck happens in your mind that ultimately creates a worse outcome than you could have potentially created doing something differently. It's all based on what you do. And like I said, I'm 100% far from perfect when it comes to this. That's exactly why I'm talking about this, because I know myself that when things happen that piss me off, you know, I can either let it really piss me off and trigger into other things. Fuck this. I'm done for the day. You know, screw that guy. You know, I'm blocking him, or I'm going to blast him on Twitter. You know, I'm going to talk shit to his girlfriend, tell his girlfriend that he sucks and, you know, she should break up with him and blah, blah. Like, why would you do that? Just sounds stupid. But at the end of the day, we all on a day-to-day basis do dumb shit like this based on triggers that emotionally happen. So stop letting these external events dictate your happiness or sadness or madness, whatever the case might be. Like I said, it's okay to feel some type of way for a split second. But after that happens, after that feeling happens, you need to recognize like, hey, this guy pissed me off. I'm feeling a little pissed off right now. What can I do to get my happiness back? What can I do to get my head back on the right swivel? What can I do to get my actions guided in a better way? And so like I said, there's a bunch of different things. You can journal, you can read, you can listen to positive music, you can listen to some good vibrations, you can call somebody and talk about the situation. There's lots of things that you can do rather than just 100% reacting and burning the ship. So with that said, the next time somebody pisses you off, the next time you feel your emotions being dictated based on somebody's decisions or somebody else's actions, make a conscious decision to take back control of those emotions, to take back control of what's happening in that situation. Like I said, it's you versus you. You are in control of you. At the end of the day, you dictate you. So act like it emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, all levels. You control you. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend as always, and appreciate the love. Catch you on the next episode. Peace.